Oh, what's going on, everybody? It's got to be a Wednesday. It's a comic review. This is just a stack of Defenders issues I just found. These are all from like 82, probably. I'm guessing 82. I think Don Perlin had something to do with these, which is as a film, and he just passed. This is around the time I started picking up Defenders every issue as it came out. Now, Defenders, this is one of those titles where I got a weird connection to this one in a way. I don't know exactly what got me reading it at first. Probably because the Hulk was in it. This is one of those where by the time I was becoming aware of the title and really getting into it when the switch over was happening. Because the Defenders, if you don't know, Defenders was like Marvel's own team. It was originally Silver Surfer, Submariner, Doctor Strange, and the Incredible Hulk. And they just teamed up whenever needed. They weren't really a team. They didn't get along. They fought weird shit. Made a couple appearances in a couple of... They're born out of a crossover like Submariner, Hulk, and I think Doctor Strange comics, maybe Silver Surfer in there too. Then they ended up getting like a Marvel premiere kind of tryout, and out of that, they got their own series. We're fairly quickly into it. Valkyrie, who is this lady here with the blonde hair, she's appeared in the Marvel movies now. And Nighthawk, who is not on this cover anywhere to appear, became members. And then, of course, we got on this cover, we got Damien Hellstorm, Son of Satan, and Hellcat, Patsy Walker, who had both becoming members. I got hardcore into this book. Like, this is the one where I'm like, okay, I want to get every issue. And I remember getting pissed when I learned, like, it was probably by the time this series went to 152 month regular issues. There's 3 or 4 giant sizes. I think that was their replacement of annuals. There's a special. It works out to be like 155, 156 issues. The entire run, as far as I know, is not reprinted completely. They did Marvel Essentials Defenders, the black and white big phone book style trades that did almost all. They're right near the end, but because they included a couple of the 4-issue miniseries from the early 80s. And they didn't make it to the end on this. I think like the Beauty and the Beast one, maybe, or the Gargoyle. There's one they thought was essential. Those characters ain't in this run. Because there's a big change. Okay, Defenders from issues 1 to 124, 125 is one thing. Then 125 to 52 is something different. They call it the New Defenders, that second run. And that's because it basically became a book for all the X-Men characters that weren't the original members that were alive and not in the X-Men book with some other people. Let's get into it. Defenders was just so cool. And I was hoping, yes, there is a Defenders TV show. That's not the Defenders. That is Marvel just using the name. That's cool. This one I know where I got this. I told about that sticker on the cover. Let's move these others out of the way for a second. We're going to go through all these, though. We're going to also go back out mode. Okay. So this is cover date June of 82. So this probably came out like April, May. J.N. DeMatteis is the writer. Plot assist is Mark Gruenwald. He's passed away now. Don Perlin does the breakdowns. Senate Trapani, Barta, Milgram the inks. Sully Lieferman's the letterer. George Rosano's colors. And this was this a monthly title? I think it was. And this is one of those where, look, there's the intro. Okay, this is the team. By the time we got Beast, we got, Spider-Man's Racing hanging out, Doctor Strange, Hellstorm, Hellcat, there's Gargoyle in upper corners, Hulk, there's Submariner. I don't see Valkyrie or Nighthawk, who Hulk always called Bird Nose. Oh, there she is, showing Valkyrie in the flaming pits of Nephilim. And it's just, it was just a fun little series from Marvel that was just weird as shit. J.N. DeMatteis, the guy David Anthony Kraft, like, this was the title that, going back now, I loved it as a kid because it was just so hot, but going back now, I'm reading and listening to these pages loose. Like, these writers were on some pretty good drugs at the top. Okay, look at this. Let me see here. Defenders. Number 1 was a $12. I was about going back, I was trying to get a full run and looking at the ads. I was like, man, $12, that's a lot of money. 1982, I would have been what, $12 would be like a month's allowance. And the only reason this title in it, because my understanding is like the New Defenders was selling really well, is that Marvel wanted the original X-Men team back together for that X Factor run, and that's why you ended up with Jean Grey coming back. But they just had these weirdest, and you never knew who they were going to fight, who was going to be a member. Like, it was just weird. And there's the Valkyrie. That is one of her outfits I love, but you didn't see it much. So that is 108. This is 112. This is a few months later. And this is the Overmind storyline, which kind of sets up a Mark Gruenwald thing later on, the Squadron Supreme miniseries, where he kind of did what Watchmen was trying to do, but did it before them. That is kind of set up in this. This is Overmind. He ends up taking over. So we got Beast, we got Scarlet Witch, we got Vision, we got Doctor Strange, Valkyrie. So she's back in that. That's Silver Surfer, there's Gargoyle. There is Nighthawk, there's Hulk. Let's see who's on this one. We got Gene Dutace, the scripter, pencils, Don Perlin. Okay, we do not have any Grunwald on here. But they're just hanging out. And it was just a fun, oddball series that I loved the hell out of. And see, never mind, they're going to the world with Hyperion and all that shit. Because this Nighthawk is the villainous Nighthawk from our world. He became a good guy. There's Nuke. Some of these might be first, like this might be the first person on this year. Like Nuke, it might be his first appearance. I don't remember. My Squadron Supreme history is not great. Ugh. Oh man, look, First Kingdom, I want First Kingdom badly. And just getting them now, it ain't cheap. It ain't cheap at all. Overmind ends up becoming a member of the team for a while. And but as I try to collect them, I saw that issue, and then I slowly but surely, this was the first title that I ended up getting a full run of. I had all the regular issues. I'm going to put that over there and flip that up. I had all the giant size and the annuals. That's a great cover. Great yellow cover. November of that year, so this is Too Many Heroes. I got the Squadron Supreme taking on basically the Defenders here. That's another J.N. Dioteas and Don Perlin. Oh! Perlin's getting credited for script, plot, and breakdowns. Okay, and look, got missiles. Just a cool little run that I've got all the essentials. Matter of fact, the very last one I got 2 copies of. I don't know how I ended up with that. I have all the issues in this form. I gotta find them. Some of these issues got more, because this is one of those series where when I find these in the cheap bins, if they're $1 or less and they're not beat the hell up, I will grab them and then find somebody, oh, you need to read Defenders. There's a handful of issues. Go read this. And then go buy more. It's Defenders. It's like amazing. Oh, Null the Living Darkness. Look at that. Is this the first appearance of Null, maybe? It might be. I don't know. But I bet you this is the first cover appearance of Null the Living Darkness. He ain't even one of the Marvel vs. Capcom games like Null the Living Darkness. I don't like this angle. At all. That's a lot better. God, that cover is just packed with heroes. And we got the same creative team as last issue. Look at the television games for the Atari, but they're called the M Network. The Strangers, Star Frontiers. Oh, just so much great stuff in here. This is one of those series I just love the hell out of. And to me, it was kind of one where it's like, to me, these big double page spreads, all the cartoons. Back then, I watched Pandemonium. I don't remember watching Spaghetti Meatballs. I watched Gilligan's Planet. I probably watched both these sets of Looney Tunes cartoon packages. I know I watched Black Star. I probably was giving up on Fat Albert by then. Possibly Popeye and Olive Oil. And the series, because all this crazy satanic imagery, it's like, oh man, some of my mom probably ain't gonna want me to read, but I'm gonna read it anyway. And then I just fell in love with the series, and she didn't give a shit because I was reading. Oh god, G.I. Joe number 6 was out by this time. And then we got the last one I found in this stack. This is number 116. Look at that cover, man. That's a great cover. Don Perlin and somebody Mitchell. Diverse Hands is the inker, so that just means a bunch of different people ink this. So look at that. And that's the thing. The art was never the best in Defenders, with the story made up for it. And plus, it's 70s, early 80s Marvel. I'm kind of weird. With 70s comics, I want superhero shit from Marvel, and then from DC, I want westerns and war and horror and everything else. Then you get into the 80s, it kind of, I want both from both. This is one of the few superhero titles from Marvel, especially in the 70s, I really, really, really wanted. And it was just, I had so much fun reading. Oh, the Dark Crystal, look at that. It's a great ad. I had so much fun reading this as a kid. Crystar. Amdar. And that's it. That's the, and look at that. Most month, a pile of months in a row. Exact same ad. All right, that's a long one. I'm sorry that was so long, but some Defender stuff. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.